How's it going, Reef Keepers? So the tank right now is dark. However, it is going to allow me to, I think, show off the new Quanta Pro lights a little bit better. So as you can see, it's not just the Radions now. Now we've got a Tropic Sun Quanta Pro bar on the front and on the back. And if you take a look at the profile of it, you can see, first of all, that I have mounted these lights utilizing those HMS pieces that I had mentioned, and in the previous video, in my reaction video. And I've got, it's tough to see it, but I've got a magnet underneath each one of these HMS bars with a magnetic plate that connects to the bottom. So I used these Wix Gear magnetic multifunction mount. I think it's meant to mount like tablets or mount like a phone in your car or something like that. They're extremely strong, extremely strong. Like, I was surprised. So keep in mind, I mean, they're magnets that will hurt your finger if they snap shut on you. But they come with a plate, like a flat plate with adhesive, good 3M adhesive on it. And then they come with an actual like magnet component. So I put the plate on the underside of each one of the HMS bar pieces that I had. And then I stuck the actual magnet itself to the top of the track right here. So the magnet is actually down on the track, right? And then the plate is on the underside of the bar. And then, because I'm a crazy person and I wanted a very particular angle to the light, I put these little plastic hook pieces underneath of it. So the magnet is so strong, it's still holding it in place. But as you can tell, there is an angle. See the angle? It's kind of sloping this direction, like this. There's an angle to the bar, which raises this side a little bit. And I actually push this side out because I want this particular angle on the coral in the tank, or really on the top of the reef scape. And I was measuring it with my par meter for like 2 hours yesterday and stressing out about it and freaking out about it, and readjusting the angle that these are attached to their little attachment points. And I finally got it just so. So these are 3-foot lights, and part of why it's a 3-foot light is I absolutely positively cannot go higher than 150 par on my elegance coral, because if I do, this guy starts suffering tremendously. However, I wanted 300 to 400 par up top, on the very top of the scape. And I have achieved that here. I've got about 100 at max, because remember, I par tested all of this. At maximum, with everything on, the Radions cranked up to where I want them on AB+, which I can now run, by the way, because I have so much white light coming off of these. And then the Quanta bars both on, it's 140 par in the corner and like 350 along the top. So I've got it where I need to get it. Let me turn on, I'm sure I'm gonna scare my fox face and it's gonna go shooting around the tank, but I am gonna, because I just don't wanna I can't wait to make this video. I got company coming over today. You can see someone was upset in the last video that I did not include many shots of the actual diodes themselves. So there's the diode setup. Also, someone said when they watched the last video that these are basically just Orfec bars. Now look, I'm not in this for a competition. If you want, $57 Ollie E bars, if you want Orfec because you like to dim them, if you want Quanta Pros, I don't care. These are bar lights at the end of the day, and they're gonna grow coral just like all the other options. However, in my unesteemed opinion, when I did my research, these are superior to the Orfec lights. They've got, I believe, more lenses per 2-foot length. They've got actually dual diodes inside underneath each of these lenses, which is unlike Orfec, which gives it more par, by the way, and allows, I think, for the underdriving of diodes. I'm not an expert, but underdriving it makes it so that the diodes wear out at a way slower rate. There's a more heavy-duty brick that comes standard with these, and they also come with a more heavy-duty and longer cord than Orfec. So also, of course, in all these ways, if they're at least at or slightly better than Orfec, they're gonna be better in each of these ways than your standard $57 Ali E-bar from China, right? Not that these aren't from China, all these products are Chinese, but anyway, let me turn one of these on, say a quick prayer for the fox face. She really does not like when her environment changes suddenly. All right, boom. So this is just one bar lit, and here's the job it's doing on the tank. Just one bar lit. Look how much light just from the back is generated from just one 3-foot Quanta Pro bar. Pretty outstanding, right? And I additionally, so again, this is the Tropic Sun version, which allows me, I hate the appearance of AB+. I know that the AB+ spectrum grows coral the best, right? But I hate the appearance of it. There's no white light. So what this allows me to do, as you can tell, this is plenty of white light, right? And it's plenty of par. By the way, with both of these bars hitting the top of the scape, both of them on, it's 250 par with just the bars on, no radions on, bars only, 250 par at the top of the scape. So now I can relax the radions and not run them at such a high intensity, and at like 70% strength on AB+, running basically no white at all. Now I can run AB+ from the radions, get that spectrum that I want, and the tank appearance with the offset of the white coming from the bars is exactly how I want my tank to look. So I'm excited as heck. I'm super excited. And you can tell the appearance of these bars. I think they're pretty. My daughter was so excited. She's like, look, it's like almost like a rainbow, Dad. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I think that, and again, when you're back here, you can't really see it like that, but when you walk up to the tank, these don't like blind you at all. I don't feel like I do with the Radion, where I'm like, when I have whites on in the Radion, it's like shining into the center of my eyeballs, and it feels like I'm getting burned by it. These are very mild. For the amount of power they're putting out, I can't believe how mild they are on the eyes. Super impressed by that. So anyway, guys, this is going to be it. I wish I could turn it all on right now. Again, it's just bad timing. I got company in town. I wanted to get this video out. I wanted to show you guys how I had set these up, and talk more about them. There's another look at the top of the setup. But I just wanted to talk more about them and turn one on for a couple minutes here and just kind of demo just from the one in the rear. Look at all that. You know what? Let's turn on. 1 second. We'll turn on the one in the front too real quick, just so I can show you. Okay, now both are on. So there is just these two bars, and again, 250 par at the top of the scape, and that's actually a little higher than I had with my Radions running at 95% intensity with almost all channels maxed out. So now what I have to do is basically yesterday I just turned off the Radions, and I'm gonna have to creep them up by 2 or 3% a day and creep those Radions up to 70% intensity, and basically only run these bars for 7 hours a day or whatever. And run the Radions at a very low ramp and just, creep it up so that I don't burn the coral. But yeah, basically Quanta Pro bars for the price and for the service that everyone reports Luca gives to these things, if you have anything go wrong at all. And just the ingenuity of, the dual diodes, the underclocking of diodes to give them better longevity. the, you know, greater frequency of lens occurrence underneath, so that you get, you know, extra lenses in there. I don't know. To me, I'm not a lighting expert, but everything that I read and watching Telegram talk about this on his channel at length, watching him talk about it on Instagram at length, I just feel like it's a great buy and a great investment for the tank long term. So, yep, that's what I went with. I'm not knocking anybody else's choice in bar light to, you know, give their corals some more spread, but these I'm thrilled with. So, all right, guys, if you're enjoying the channel, please subscribe and throw a like on this video. Thanks.